hopeful. Let's hold our cheers until the end. Thank you very much. Good evening, Miss Dimataling.
Good evening, Miss Kat.
Would you like to pick a question and I'll read it out for you? Thank you. Here's your question. The province of Zamboanga del Sur has been graced with several women in seats of power. Given that there is no political underrepresentation in this province, why do you think women like you should be given a seat in the table of leadership?
Gone are the days where women are often misconceived as weaklings. And our province is a great representation of a strong women, especially with the leadership potentials they have. I believe that as a beauty queen and as a candidate for Miss Zamboanga del Sur 2024, I deserve a seat in leadership simply because I embody gracefulness, leadership skills, and good communication skills. I do believe that to be a leader means to speak up for what is right and to continue believing for the causes that they want to fight for. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Dimataling. Thank you. All right, let's welcome down Miss Tambulig. Good evening. Hello. Here's your microphone.
Hello.
Would you mind picking a question for me? Thank you very much. I love your nails. They're matching your outfit pa. All right, here's your question. Excessive diet and abnormal food restrictions are very rampant in the scene of beauty pageantry. As someone who is a part of the very same industry, how would you advocate for the proper and safe way to achieve one's desired body?
I believe that the role of woman is the architect of today's destiny, and I believe that I will be advocating the women of diet for giving them awareness of how proper diet is in our community, and it's very important that we should think what we eat and what we intake in our body. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So be mindful about what you're putting into your body. Thank you very much. Up next, let's welcome up to the front, Miss Aurora. Good evening. I love your smile. It's radiating confidence. Here's your microphone. Would you mind picking a question for me? Thank you very much. Here's your question, Miss Aurora. Millions of people celebrate the grandeur of beauty pageants here in the Philippines. This celebration also comes with a curse as people criticize beauty queens ruthlessly for every step that they make. How would you urge the general public to have kinder conversations in the narrative of beauty pageants?
I firmly agree that we beauty queens are subject to criticisms. However, as a beauty queen, I should stay graceful. I should maintain my poise because I believe that I am an epitome of beauty beyond expectancy. I embody the knowledge of veracity and expresses my advocacy of sincerity. And as beauty queen, we should remember to be the lights of inspiration for ourselves and our community. Because when we do that, our lumens will actually illuminate a world of compassion, kindness, and love. And I believe that is what we need. That is what the world needs. Thank you.
Very eloquently spoken. Thank you, Miss Aurora. But I like that question, no? Because it really puts a spotlight. Like, we need to be a kinder audience also. All right. Hindi ako magka-Q&A today. All right, let's welcome up Miss Lambangan.
Lambangan.
Good evening. Here's your microphone. Do you want to come a little bit to the middle? And if you could pick a question for me, please. Thank you. All right. Former Miss Universe Shusmita Sen said that the essence of being a woman is to bear children. And yet in today's time, many women do not aspire to have a family. Do you agree that a woman's essence is not limited to her giving birth?
While Miss Universe Susmita's opinion is significant, I believe that a womanhood exceeds in just giving birth. Women are more than that. Women can show that they are resilient and they embody strength, and with that they can inspire the people around them, and that is womanhood. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Labangan. All right, let's welcome Miss Pagadian City. Good evening. How does it feel that tonight is your home court?
I feel very overwhelmed and happy, especially that I saw you today.
Oh, thank you. Would you mind picking your question? All right. Some people believe that feminism is fighting to prove that women are more capable than other genders. As a woman, how can you erase the mindset that of people that feminism is about women equality and not women supremacy?
Thank you for that question. Okay, for me, feminism is about women empowerment. It's about respect. It's about showing that we women have so many things to offer to the world, the power that we give. And it's not about supremacy, but it's about uplifting. It's about equality that we share to the women, and not just to women, but to all genders. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Pagadian City. And let's round up our first batch of the preliminary Q&A with Miss Dinas. Welcome. How are you feeling tonight?
I'm good.
Oh, I'm happy to hear it. Would you mind picking a question for me? Perfect. All right, your question is, based on a report from Inquirer, a recent World Health Organization survey found that there are 15 million single parents in the Philippines, with over 14 million, 95% being women. Who do you think is to be blamed for this dilemma, and how do you wish to address it with your platform as a beauty queen?
Can you repeat it, ma'am?
Yes. Based on a report from Inquirer, a recent World Health Organization survey found that there are 15 million single parents here in the Philippines, with over 14 million, 95% of which are women. Who do you think is to be blamed for this dilemma, and how do you wish to address it with your platform as a beauty queen?
So, good evening, everyone. I believe that our world has faces thousands or millions of challenges, but we come out with millions also of solutions. And that itself is because we, as the people, we have the courage, we have the empathy to face every challenges. And I do believe that there's no other people to be blamed except for yourself. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our first batch of our preliminary question and answer. Our ladies are doing such an incredible job so far, and I think it's time to call up on our next 6 finalists. Starting with Miss Dumalinaw, Miss Duminag, Miss Mitsalip, Miss San Pablo, Miss Gipas, and Miss Malave. You're already here. All right, let's start off with Miss Dumalina. Please make your way down to me. Good evening. I'm sure listening to other girls backstage, are you feeling nervous?
I would be lying if I said no.
That's normal. Would you mind picking a question for me? Thank you. Here's your question. The National Sexual Violence Resource Center has noted that 91% of the victims of rape and sexual assault are female. With these given statistics at hand, how do you change the understanding of people that it is not the clothes that one wears, but it is the mind that commits the act?
I think it is about time that we stop blaming the victims because people of all ages will wear all kinds of styles and they can be a victim of rape. This is a very sensitive topic, and we visited people that are victims of rape, and unfortunately, it is the sad reality of today's world. It is about time that we shift the focus back to the actual problem, which is the actions of the perpetrators. And we should take action into holding them accountable. Your clothes is never the reason for you to be a victim. Thank you.
Yes, what a powerful answer, and I have to agree. Thank you so much. All right, let's call upon the stage Miss Tumingag. Welcome. Would you mind picking a question for me? You? Plastic surgeries and other forms of aesthetic enhancements are still being discriminated against these days. Given how common this is in the field of pageantry, do you think that a beauty queen is immediately not true to herself if she decides to undergo such enhancements?
I believe that beauty comes from any forms of life. It does not only tackle about the beauty or the physical asset that a woman possesses, but the beauty from within. And I believe that if we are satisfied into our physical asset, then we can have a better world for ourselves because we are confident enough to show ourselves. And with that being said, some people will criticize us because as beauty queen, we are one of the subject, right? And I believe that if we do not listen to what other people says about us, but it might hurt us, but we must all reminded that we can be someone influential as long as we believe in ourselves and we believe in the physical assets that we possess. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's call forward Miss Midsalib to the stage. Good evening, Miss Midsalib. Would you mind? Thank you. Would you mind picking a question? Thank you. All right. Your question is, the olden days have always deemed women as homemakers more than home earners. In today's generation, women are still being limited to certain boxes of profession. What would be your message to women out there who have been doubtful of their career paths because of these social constructs?
So much. I believe as a woman, we are limitless. We have the capabilities to do more, to strive harder, and to be a better version of myself. As well as I want to tell to a younger generation that to believe in themselves because I know you have the capabilities to become to become a better and the best version of who you are. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay. Hopefully that gives good luck. All right, Miss San Pablo, please come down to the stage. Hi. Good evening. All right, please pick your question. All right. In the movie Hidden Figures, 3 Black American women took the lead in making the first man land on the moon. With such a strong statement from a movie based on a real-life story in 1961, how far do you think women have gone in terms of milestones and breaking the glass ceiling?
I personally watched that movie and I could resonate so much to it. One thing that came to my mind is that I am reminded that women are capable of a lot of things. In history, we have progressed further and we can see that the women in Hidden Figures were wearing skirts and high heels. So we get to remember that women empowerment does not necessarily mean that we are limited to being necessarily just strong and fierce. We are reminded that femininity or feminism itself is finding strength in gracefulness, in daintiness, in being demure. I am standing here in front of you, echoing the silent cries of the marginalized women when I say, babae me, dili kay babae lang. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A very powerful statement. Thank you, Miss San Pablo. Let's move right along to Miss Gipos. Please make your way down to the stage. How are you? Good evening.
Hello, good evening. Well, I might look so composed right now, but every cell that builds up my body is actually trembling.
It's okay. It's normal. My knees were shaking too, so you're doing great. Alrighty, you ready for your question? The phrase very demure, very mindful has been popularized all over social media platforms in these last few months. In contrast to the Maria Clara narrative of the Filipino culture, how do you think you would be able to prove that a woman can be still very mindful even if she is not very demure?
Thank you. Well, Maria Clara is an epitome of woman who has a good character to herself and to her surroundings. But as a queen, I influence each and every one of you to not aspire just like to be Maria Clara. Because in their time, Maria Clara was reprimanded by their rights, leaving them voiceless. And as a woman in this modern generation, I influence each and every one of you to fight for your rights. Do not let the society dictate who you are and what you can become and what you can become. And with that, I hope we foster solidarity, because in solidarity, we can shape our world into a better future for our generations, which is the future of our nation. Thank you.
Wow, very powerful words. Thank you very much, Ms. Gipos. And she said she was nervous. Hindi halata, no? All right, and to round up our preliminary Q&A round is, of course, Miss Malave. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling amazed. But what am I seeing right now? And it's so amazing that.
Thank
Oh my
you.
God, I don't know.
But this moment is all about you. You ready to
Yeah.
pick your question? All right. According to GMA, women's sports in the Philippines continues to struggle in making a dent in existing structures in sports, especially in varsity programs. But in the 2020 Olympics, the first gold medal of the Philippines was won by a woman. What does this say about the need to shift our efforts to support everyone equally, no matter the gender?
Women are capable of doing something. We are born to have our rights, and we deserve for it to be respected and protected. In terms of sports, us women are capable enough in understanding that we are able to do this in terms of understanding who we are as a person. And as a volleyball player, it gives so much character within me, because sports taught me discipline, how to respect myself and how to respect others. That in terms of identifying who we are as a person and understanding that women can stand, women can be more, and women can stand in their shoes regardless of what gender we identify ourselves. Thank you.
Very powerful words. Thank you so much, Miss Malave. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, your top 12. Grabe, I'm so impressed. Can I just be honest? Those questions that we just heard tonight are Miss Universe International level questions. And our candidates were eloquent. They communicated so clearly with such thought-provoking and powerful statements. I have goosebumps. I know that our judges have a very tough job ahead of them tonight, because up next, later on the competition, we will be proceeding to cutting down our top 12 to top 6 So don't go anywhere. Now we have heard those strong messages, and it's time now to direct our attentions to the screen for the acknowledgement of our general sponsors who have made this evening possible and an audio-visual presentation.